Time of construction, folks. The builders community, listen, today was a rough one. We had tech gremlins that just didn't want to let this thing go live. We pivoted. We had to adapt and overcome. We were supposed to talk pre-con, and we ended up talking about Project OS, Kyle's new software. We talked a little bit about footwear, a little bit about pre-con. We have some asks for you, so give this brief one a listen and support us as we elevate the trades. Give us an update on... I was looking at your website. I was creeping on you yesterday. So what's the latest on Atomic Construction Group? You got some new releases. Is that a new website? I think it's a new website. Did I see that? So catch me up.
Yeah,
catch me
new
up.
website, new look, new feel. Trying to do some rebranding, revamping. But yeah, I mean, we're chugging along. Projects are going well. The latest update is we just launched Project OS, which is this badass Notion template. For the operating system for construction projects. It's something that teams can all get on. You can lead your people, manage it, manage tasks, manage projects, risks, roadblocks, procurement. Man, it's a sweet tool. So we just went live this week with that. Have you used Notion before, Kevin?
No, dude, I'm feeling like the ugly stepchild, dude. Like, when do I get to demo Kyle stuff?
Oh man,
like, shit.
it's very much like Monday.com.
Yeah.
It's a no code system that you can, basically have all these AI features, and customize your workflows however you want. And it's honestly, Notion came from the tech community. It's big in, software teams, software projects. It hasn't made its way to construction, but what I realized is that this is the missing piece that construction's been missing. The construction doesn't understand software too much. So what I've learned is that this thing is super powerful, and I've already gotten some feedback on it that's really cool.
Let me. So, like, legitimately, and people are going to think this is a put on. Like, I legitimately, like, do we have time? Can you walk me through it? Can I demo it and do a testimonial? I know you're on a tight time frame.
No, let's whip it up. We can present in this thing, right?
Yeah. Before you do, because I think we're going to get carried away and run out of time. So for our audience that we don't yet have, the two things we need is I'm going to put out a boot survey. So I'm going to try to get us a boot sponsor. But before I do that, I want to do research. So first question, what boots do you wear?
Cole Hans.
Are you a boot?
Cole Hans.
You're Cole Hans? God dang it, dude. Yeah. Total office guy. Cole Hans. They weren't even on my list. Okay, I'm an area guy, but I was looking at it, dude. So Red Wing is owned by PE, and then Wolverine. Maybe not. Maybe Wolverine. Don't misquote me. But, like, have you seen the Brunt Footwear guy?
No.
All right. Well, we're gonna send this to the Brunt Footwear guy. I think he's the family guy in the room. So hopefully Brunt Footwear wants to sponsor this or something. And then the second ask of the community that we're building is we need to get a pre-construction director in the house. I need somebody on development and somebody on pre-con. So we'll just make a short out of this and put it out into the world and see what the LinkedIn community and all the people gather. But enough about the podcast. Let's talk Project OS. So I want to make sure I'm understanding. So I know Monday, so I'm going to speak to people that don't. Monday's like a what do they call it? Like a multifaceted. What's the word? Database.
Monday's a work management platform, right? It's a workspace. Yep. And yeah, you can build these columns and databases and customize it based on how you need it, right? You can build.
My president's going to listen to this and get pissed. There's a term like an integrated data. It's like a something. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying, but I don't know the word. I do know what you're trying.
So we're gonna advertise to everybody that we're human. We don't have all the answers. All right, so we got two competing, and Notion is another same thing. Like, you could build your whole ERP on Monday, which is what we did. It's actually really cool. And you've built, what I'm gathering is you've built a template for construction. Is that what you did here?
Yep.
And you're calling it Project OS. What does that stand for? I got to know the why.
Yeah.
You don't do anything flippantly.
Project Operating System.
Oh my God. Steven's going to be upset with you because he just built one of these, but ours is probably different. This is great. I want a demo. So yeah, take us. So
can you see this
leverage
screen?
Yes, I can. So Kyle, take us through Project OS.
Yeah. So this is it. I mean, what you're looking at is the dashboard of it, your team would get a copy of this, get access to this. Everyone sees this dashboard. This dashboard has the main pages or functions up here. These are really databases and pages. And this dashboard is just really everything that's inside of those pages filtered to you. So you have your tasks here, your measurables, and very EOS. We took a lot of concepts from EOS and brought them to the construction site. Like KPIs, everyone owns a number, everyone gets a number. Rocks, goals, these are your roadblocks that you're managing, handling, your meetings for the week. Little site logistics area where we're building in this hospital right now, for example. So we can scope this out, and really it's a tool that we bring up in our team meetings, our staff meetings. So this is a look. So we have like all the functions of a project, and really what's cool is a project's just a little mini business. So I run it a bit like a business. The best people run it like a business, right? So you got an area to paint your vision, to paint your team's conditions of satisfaction. It's like, okay, what are we defining satisfaction for this project? We define that at the beginning, so we know what we're trying to achieve. We know what's important for the owner. We know what's important for us. Your accountability chart gives you the ability. You can go in here, do your goals, rocks. You get a little leadership tab here where you can go in, use the tools like the people analyzer, checkup, your team directory of your people. You get notes on all of them, disc patterns, where they're at. There's just so much. It's robust. So let's get into some other stuff. Get your master.
Let me just, so I am hearing about Project OS for the first time, and this is legit. So is this designed to be an ERP? This is designed to be a project management augment tool. This is where let's say Complete Fence buys this, where does this start and stop or maybe it's not for Complete Fence, like maybe design the user case, like who?
So if it is for Complete Fence, it could be. So if you have a big fence project, you're doing a fence on a data center, and it's called Project Starship, you would assign that team, build your team around that, and you with the fence, you might have maybe a program of projects in here. You can do that too, because maybe your projects are on the smaller size. So you do this and customize it. So you'd set the team. Okay, who's the team? All right, let's build that up. Who's the PM, soup, production manager, foreman, labor, whatever. And you can use this to these tools would help you on the people side. You're going to build the directory. Okay, who's my directory? Who are my contacts? Who's the GC? Who's the architect? Who's this? You put all their information in a little CRM in there. Your contracts, if you have any second tiers working under you that you need to hire to do the digging, to do the excavation, if you're doing the landscaping, and you put your contacts in there. It's a CRM. Monday probably does some of this for you. Problem with on the general contracting side or the bigger project side, there's not tools made like this before. Like to pull your roadblocks in. Like let me give you an example. Like you have a procurement log here, so you have some fence material you need to procure. So your PM's going to get in here and put all this material in there. Okay, let's go to the procurement tool. All right. So let's just say you're going to add fence. We're not going to call this bulletproof glass. We're going to call it fence.
And the word is, interactive database. We got it. So we can edit that in, like we're not dumb. This is an interactive database,
this
right?
This is 100% an interactive database.
Got it.
So what I was just showing you is, say I put my fence in, I put when I need that on site, that the system calculates all the lead times for me and when I need it approved, when I need it submitted, when the design team needs to approve that fence, yada, yada, yada. So that's your database. The interactive part is like, okay, let's go to the planning pulse. Let's schedule a meeting. Let's call it staff meeting, or whatever. If you're having a staff meeting, then all of a sudden all your databases pull in. So I got all real information inside the meeting. I can have the meeting. have all the real data at my fingertips, action items, scorecards, goals, whatever. And it's interactive. So the cool thing is, in short, is that instead of everyone, the problem that we have a lot of waste in construction. Instead of everyone going to Dropbox over here and getting the documents, downloading them over here, going into Monday.com, doing my thing, going into my financial system of record and getting that information, and I'm spending time doing all this. I don't have to do all that. I just go here. I just hold a meeting and everything's here. So there's no waste. It's not like, hey, I'm going to write this RFI. Okay, let me get the spec section. Let me look this up. Let me do that. It's all those first steps are eliminated. Just write the RFI.
You're ready for people to come to you and use this? Like, let's just say I'm like, I have no system for this. I want a project management tool. Is this a project management tool and or an ERP, or it's strictly a project management tool to be blended into an ERP? It sounds like you've got it.
ERP, enterprise resource. What are you calling that?
Yeah, enterprise resource. I don't know. But essentially end-to-end computer system for a company.
Not necessarily. It replaces, it's the operating system for a project team. Okay. Now, it doesn't replace your financial system of record. It's not your financial system of record. You can do all your construction administration through this. You can control all the data for a project. It's not deployable for a company level. It wouldn't replace your Monday. It wouldn't replace your, whatever system you use to manage finances.
And then just for our own edification, so an ERP is an enterprise resource planning system, commonly believed, at least I believe it to be, like an end-to-end tech platform to operate your company. This is what I would consider, tell me if I'm right here, this is a project management augment that consolidates all of the information and the systems into one place to make project management both streamlined, easier, and more effective, right? Now, that's the intent behind this.
That's it. Absolutely. And no one's done this before, and no one has this level of operating. This is a first.
And you're ready. Like, you are ready. This is the first time hearing about it. So you've been in development on this for a while, and you're in the launch phase. Like, this is come and try, or it's not quite come and try yet?
It's ready. KyleNitchen.com/projectos. Check it out.
And that's awesome, dude. By the way, that's so cool.
And so it's not an enterprise resource platform. It's a project resource platform. That's what it is. Yeah.
And cost? Do you mind sharing or how do you do that? Do you do it by project?
$147 for the template. It's yours for life.
$150, and we got a project management tool.
Can't beat it.
And do you mind just who's the target? When you think of the person that needs this most, or the people or the companies, who are we talking to?
It'd be project managers, project executives, senior PMs for GCs at the sub side for you. Probably be your if you have a guy that manages operations, your COO who's ever monitoring the health of all your projects and teams. Or if you have a bigger project, you might break off and use the template give your senior PM just, a big size project. You probably want to use that, duplicate it for that. At a bigger trade level, it's the project manager, project executive, or operations manager. Yeah.
And
someone who's leading teams. It's all a team thing, because it's all about planning and delivering value, and you're able to tie ownership and accountability through the whole system.
It's rad. So I just want to make one distinction. So as a guy, tech is evolving. So you're on the bleeding edge of this with AI. So obviously you kept your development down, but this had to be a pretty big lift to build. I could see a case for this being anywhere from $10,000 up to like $100,000. Do you expect in the future for that price to move up, or you're kind of like, you just want this in people's hands? So
no. Yeah. Just want it in people's hands, not trying to increase the price.
Dude, that's amazing. So then my next question would be at $150, like if I'm a project manager, like even if my corporate's not gonna put this in their systems, like is this something I'm just gonna say I'm working for Walsh and I want to do project management better. Their systems suck. Is this something I can just do on my own and like, or does it need to be adopted at the company level to be effective? Does does a CEO need to bless this and breathe this? Obviously, for max impact, that's who should. But if I'm a project manager, just frustrated, can't get organized, tired of the six systems, like, is this an augment tool that's going to help me, or is it going to be just another thing?
No, if you're a PM, PX, or anyone that's leading projects, you can use this and get value right away. You don't need blessing from anyone else if you're not changed, because you don't need to change your company processes at all. But you can start using this and just start using it to plan work, to align people, to get everyone on the same page, to know who's doing what, to know what your KPIs are, your leading indicators, to do your processes, to document all your SOPs. There's a database for that. All at your fingertips. So you can take every process that's part of your company, project, whatever, put them in here. You don't need any blessing to do that. It's just where you do your work, right? Instead of doing the work in Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel and Bluebeam, well, it won't replace Bluebeam, but in all these different other tools, you're doing your work here with your team. This is where you're communicating. But now, if you want to change the way that you're administering your project, aka where you're housing contract documents like RFIs or housing change orders, then you will need to consult with them, because you're changing the way your company's operating and the way you're keeping your systems of record. So that was something. If you just have to have a conversation. It just depends where you keep the data, right? It's data. So
and then if let's say I'm a me, so our issue is we do $1,000 jobs, we do $10 million jobs. Hopefully more of the latter, right? But and so let's say I'm dealing with anywhere from 10 to 150 on up to like 1,000 projects at a time. Is this going to give me, if let's say I adopt this into my company, am I going to have is it capable to give me visibility across projects? Like, does it give me any visibility as a, let's say, director of operations or a project exec that's got 5 PMs, like,
oh yeah,
dozens of projects? It gives me that visibility.
Oh yeah. Let me walk you through that. So look at this tab, projects and tasks. Oh yeah, look at it. You can open up as many projects as you want. Here's 7 that I have. And I can start going down and getting some visibility. Okay, who's doing what? Let's get some task action items here. Okay, boom. Is it on track? Is it off track? Is it started? Is it done? Who owns it? When's it due? Is it urgent? Is it important? Is it field ops? Is it construction? You can tag it. So boom, you got a visibility here, right? And you can get these different views. So I can see, okay, what's the load per person? Who's got what? So this gentleman's got 10 tasks, 8 are important, 2 are urgent. Okay. It's a good number. Okay, let's see. Is everyone evenly distributed? What's going on here? And I can look down projects. What are they at in the phases? In design, under construction, done, backlog, all customizable. So yeah, I would say
that's awesome,
you've got major visibility. If you have a $21 million, $1,000 projects, you can load them all in here.
And then it's 150 per user. So if I wanted to put 10 users on this, I'm looking at, I can't do math, $1,500. I've got a project management software that's...
No, you get a team, no. You get one person to buy it in your company, 150.
Then you're too cheap. I don't care. Anybody listening to this, I'll tell you, I'm going to make him jack his prices up and I'm taking a commission. That's awesome. So, and can I just, because we got to be fast here, but I'm sure this didn't get birthed overnight. So take me through when you were like, I'm making this thing and this is what, can you go through the friction that you're overcoming or what you saw? Where's your impetus for this?
Yeah. So I'll be honest with you. I run my whole life out of Notion.
Good.
it's my second brain. It's a complete second brain tool. It's got AI powers and all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, I've been in Notion for a long time, for many years. I run my businesses out of it, real estate, life planning, weekly to-dos, all sorts of things through this thing. It's a complete second brain. All notes, meetings, everything is dumped into here. So I started using certain tools to, over the years, to bring into the projects. Oh, this would be a good use for this. Then over the last year, it's like, oh wow, I can build something here. There's got a lot of potential just based on how customizable it is. So yeah, over the last year, I've been building this out, testing it, piloting it, breaking it, and that's been the process.
Jules, please make a note of this. Like, I think we should dive into Monday versus Notion and do kind of like I'd love to just live with Kyle said something profound. He runs his whole life out of Notion. I run my whole life out of one. My life is not as organized as Kyle. I think if Kyle's willing to be a little vulnerable and authentic, I think it'd be a great Notion plug. And I'm just curious how you're doing it, because like you're obviously a polymath, doing all sorts of things. So enabled by Notion is probably a big piece of that. Tell me about. I think it's important, and if you're not comfortable, you can say this, but it's like I very much know that you could probably find, no less than 5,000 people that would pay $10,000 for this, and you're charging $150. I don't care what you got invested into it, but obviously there's motives beyond what's your thesis? Obviously you want to make money. We always do, but is what's it?
Yeah, well, that leads to the, offers and stuff, but yeah, I am here to make money. Let's not be, beat around that, but that is reality. I just want to get it in the hands of people. I truly think that this is something to fix problems. I want the industry to be better, right? That's what I care about. Now, I can go deeper with you on that. If you want me to train you on the system, help you customize it, teach the underlying principles because it's based on philosophy. It's not just, I didn't build it just because there's philosophy behind it. If you want me to teach you the philosophy, then I have a high ticket program that's more than that. There's weekly coaching, training. You get access to that software. I train you on it, and there's course material. That's a few $1,000s. So yeah.
So the intent is to give people a platform, DIY, make it. This is kind of the hope. This just fits within your deeper purpose of and I'm articulating this for you, but making better project managers, making project management better, elevating the industry as a whole through project management, which is arguably 95% of what construction is, particularly on the GC side, right? I mean,
yeah, a lot of it. What I just talked about, being in different tools, data systems are split and siloed across everywhere. That is a large portion of the results and the pain points in construction. So this is a way that I see that I can solve that. And I want people to feel those same feelings when I was like, oh, wow, I have a second brain. Wow, I have an operating system. I want people to experience that.
That's rad, man. Well, I know you're short on time, so I'm going to shamelessly plug it one more time for the Atomic Construction Pod and community. 2 asks. I'm going to put a survey out about boots. We need you to fill out the survey and let us know how you feel about boots. I'd love to talk to some of the guys that wear the boots. Anybody that's frustrated with the boots or loves their boots. Like if you're down in the trenches, I want to hear your story. We're going to tell your freaking story. And then the second and third ask would be pre-construction directors, pre-construction executives, pre-construction folks. I want to talk all things pre-con because I think that's a big nebulous topic where to me, conditions are set for success or failure prior to deployment. And pre-con, I think it's a big topic. I'd like to bring in an expert there. And even ahead of pre-con is like the developers. I want to talk to the developers. Yes, the suits, the guys that set it up before we get there. I think it'd be really fun to tell their story. So those are the 3 asks. Fill out the survey, download the show. Tell us how we're doing. And then yeah, four asks, go check out Project OS. I'm stoked for you, man. That's so cool. That's got to feel good. Like to put that out, and we're putting it out.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, it feels good for sure.
This was not designed to be a plug for Kyle. This podcast was designed to elevate the trades. Technology is a big piece of that. We're going to do another episode of Full Tech Debrief, probably two. We'll do Kyle's Notion Life, and we'll do Kevin and Steven Complete Fences Monday overhaul. We put in an ERP. That's awesome. So hopefully we got some good nuggets coming for you guys. Fill out the survey, not the How We Did survey, but the boot survey. It'll be fun. We're going to try to monetize this with sponsorship. So we're going to figure out who's the best construction boot, and you're going to help us do that. Thanks for playing. Go build better. Later.